right, guys, so a couple of months ago, I'd gotten these missiles. Everything's going missiles. We've got guys with missiles on them. We've got vamps with missiles on them. Now we got bats with missiles on them. And in keeping with the subject of this video, we are going to, get these missiles on a bat. So a bat can be a weapons platform with long strike capabilities. Not only that, but we're going to look into the injustice, absolute injustice that happened with Metalhead. We're going to fix it, and we're also going to do some improvements on it. So join me, would you? Let's start out with this. I'm going to paint these up. My plan is to paint this up black, do some silver highlighting on it, add some specks of color to it, and then paint these maybe red, and maybe, add a little bit of color to those is to dry brush this a little silver too. So let's get started. I'll see you in a minute. I'll see you in a few minutes, or a few seconds really. And I forgot to tell you where I got these. I got these off of eBay. If I remember the name of the store, I'll put it right here. So here we go. All right, collectors. Well, we just saw what I just picked up to tinker with and do to my bat, or create something to the bat. Well, it's finished. It's been done. I'm going to bring it on here in just a minute. But before we get going, I just wanted to remind everyone we are so close to the 2,000 point and the 2,000 giveaway. I just want to remind you, once we hit that 2,000, it's going to be a blowout of a giveaway. I think it's closer to 150, maybe a little more. And again, once we hit it, I'm going to, put up a video. I'm going to put the details in the video, how you can enter the contest. It's not going to be a riddle. Everybody can participate and everybody has a fair chance at it. So there'll be details in it and stuff. So hope everybody has fun in joining and participating in it. We'll give everybody a couple weeks to chime in there, and then we'll draw a winner. So I'm very excited to do that. Very excited to share some of the collection that I've built up, and maybe catch up some of you guys, help you guys fill some of those holes in the G.I. Joe collections that you might have. It's a G.I. Joe centric giveaway. All right, so you guys saw what I picked up. Let's see what it looks like. I finished painting it up, and I finished setting it all up. It's funny with the new bats. They feel very different. I hadn't messed around with the bat in a while, but it feels very different from some of the new Joes that we've gotten. So without further ado, here it is. There is the new bat with missile launch system. Missiles everywhere, man. I love it. I love the way it looks. Like I said, I picked this up on eBay. I'll put a link in there so you guys can check it out as well. I mean, I kind of painted it the best I could. Is it perfect? No. Does it need to be perfect? It'll be all right. I just kind of painted it up to where I think it'll look pretty cool. So there you go. Now, the missiles do come out. They pop right out of here. Let me see. I hope they didn't fuse. Oh, making me a liar. Hold on. Let me see if I can pop it out back here. Get a good grip on it. Oh boy, there it comes. All right, there it goes. There you go. So there it is. The missile comes right out of there. So, but hold on. I want to do a little something. Give me 1 second. All right, well, there you go. The bat just fired off a salvo for you. Yes, I used some of his stuff to make this happen. Might have taken up one of the effects and chewed it up a little bit, but I think it looks okay. He's firing it off there. The missile's heading out, ready to knock G.I. Joe over the head with it. So I like it. I dig it. It's just another little option there for your Cobra troopers that Cobra Commander can use to, beat up on those Joes. So there you go. I'm digging it. Digging it. Here, hold on. Let me bring it up here. Getting ready to take out some Joes, man. There you go. Now, it's kind of a 2-for-1, right? So that's what I did with the missile system there for the bat. Now, I want to talk a little bit about this guy, this metalhead guy. Let's bring him to the center. Number one, he's just bananas. You know, he's just an insane looking character. You know, it's not going to be a huge review because I think enough people have done a review on it already. You know, but you know what? Let's just start. Let's just start and do a kind of a review, but it'll be quick. I won't get too in depth on it, but I want to talk about some things for it. Let me adjust this real quick, guys. 1 second. Number one, here's the box that he comes in, of course. We've seen it. I am more than positive this thing's going to go on clearance at some point. And I might pick some up, but not for what you think I'm going to pick it up. Not for the stuff that he was designed for. Here's what, you know, you get on the side there. Picture of him, kind of a, you know, sketch of him looking great. Looks good. And then, you know, some explosions and stuff on the back. There he goes, firing those rockets literally from the hip. Just ridiculous. But anyways, number 118 in the line. I did buy 2 of them, one in box, one to take out, one to, you know, play around with. So yeah, Cobra metalhead. I'm not keeping this box. This box is junk. Anyways, here you go. Here he is, and there is a travesty with this. There's a travesty with this figure. Number one, the articulation's fine. You know, the head goes down, you get your choice of some sculpts, and we go through those in a minute. His head articulates fine, up and down, side to side. He can do a T-pose very easily. He's got a bicep cut, dual pinless elbow. He's got a, what is it? Oh yeah, he's got a dice roll there and a in and out over here. So there you got he's got a knife stuck in the chest there to hold it. Ooh, what is that? What does that say there? What does that say? Cold slither, baby. There you go. What else does it say? Get real close. Yeah, just cold slither. Okay. What else do you get? You get a, you know, he can crunch a little bit there. I'm not going to go super in depth. I didn't plan on it. He does have a swivel there. These things suck. These things are absolute garbage to keep on them. I'm just struggling to keep those things on them. This is absolute garbage here. I can feel it kind of twisting this really hard. So I don't like that. I don't like that at all. He's got a bicep. He's got a thigh cut, drop down hips, which work fine. This node that sticks out the side is just ridiculous. They should have just, I'm going to have to replace this with something a little bit more pliable if I'm going to use it. He's got double jointed legs, which are fine. They work fine. Boot cut, double jointed knees, work fine. Swivel, I mean, regular G.I. Joe cut, you know, regular G.I. Joe, it's fine. But here's the problem. These things are super floppy. Number one, super floppy. They got a lot of articulation to them. They can move under, they can move over, they can move up and down. You've got a lot of articulation there, but it's very loose. This backpack, it looks very nicely designed, or lots of, you know, detail on it. This cord is junk, and this thing to stick in here is junk. This is trash. I don't like this. These arms, if they'd have been a little tighter, they'd have been better, or better designed, would have been nicer. This figure, you know, I grade my figures from 1 to 5. I mean, just so many problems here. 1 to 2 is trash. 2 to 3 is give it to your niece, nephew, little brother, whatever. Let him destroy it. See if, you know, kid destroy it. You know, you're not going to miss it. Maybe they can find some enjoyment out of it. 3 to 4 is a meh. I mean, it's, you know, it's getting there. It's, you know, or was it, what is it? 1 to 2 is trash. 2 to 3, give it to your kid. 3 to 4, it's an okay figure. And then when you start getting from 4 to 4.5, it's a solid figure. 4.5 to 5 is a great figure, and a 5.1, like, you know, Spinal Tap, we turn it up. That's a must-have. This one, to me, because of all the little BS that's wrong with it, you know, this thing, these missiles, this is the travesty. This is the worst part about it. These missiles, do not fit in here. They just, I'm gonna have to do a lot of work to, they don't fit. They don't fit here, they don't fit here, they don't fit anywhere. So I'm gonna have to do a lot of work. I had this figure, I believe, as a kid. I think I had him as a kid. And I remember, you know, I want to say that I remember messing around with him for a while, but it was towards the end of my collecting. You know, I've always collected, but not to the degree that I had, you know, before the service and then after the service. There was a period in time there when I was in the service that I was rarely collecting because I had other things going on. But yeah, you know, I'm going to have to do a lot of work to make this guy serviceable, to make this guy something that I remember and something that brings me joy. And that's okay. The first thing that we did, the first thing that we're going to do to make this guy serviceable, I had to go. First off, these things are the wrong color. They look absolutely ridiculous. They're supposed to be yellow. Make them yellow. Don't make them this. It doesn't look good. You collectors know what I mean. It doesn't look good. You know what? Let's go over some of the weapons he has. Of course, he has 2 of these bigger rockets for the bigger rockets up here. And then he has 4 of these smaller rockets down here that still don't fit in there, in the little holes that he's got down there. So that's just despicable. And then you could take this hair off. This is so weird. Take that hair off. He's got, look at that. Had an accident there. And then you could put this style back on. I think I prefer this style actually. Put that on him. Move him back a little bit. Let's lower this a little bit as well. What else? He has all these effects, these missile effects. He's got a total of 6, right? So he's got all these effects. We've got 2 larger effects right there for the 2 top missiles. He's got these 2 medium effects for the top, the missiles in the bottom row, or not the middle row. And he's got these small effects for the missiles down there at the very bottom. So I cut up one of those. Anyways. And then he also has this helmet he can have. So you've got three ways he can look, right? Just a regular look, this helmet, and then this, you know, he's wearing this, just the glasses, I guess. The other travesty is this mess. Look at these weapons. Trash. That is trash. I don't even want to show it. Look at this. Boop, boop, boop. This is just, oh man. I mean, at least it's straight, but it's trash. All right. What did we do to improve this figure? Well, number one, the highlight of this figure was the missiles. But how am I going to display him shooting missiles all the time? That's just ridiculous, right? So when I got these little guys off of eBay, again, eBay sometimes is your friend with, you know, fellow collectors and enthusiasts out there printing stuff to help us. These are the larger missiles. Now, these came just printed, I think they were just gray, so I painted them up yellow. This is the correct color yellow. I don't know what this is. Maybe this is flesh tone. I don't know. But this is the correct color yellow. This is yellow. This is something else. So now with this, look at that. Fits right in there. You could take some sticky tack and make them stick later, but that's not what we're going to do here. Now, there's going to be a lot of work to get this done. Oh, this figure. I haven't seen anybody else's review of this figure, but it's a fun figure. Don't get me wrong, but it needs a lot of work. Hasbro, if you're going to release stuff like this, you need to engineer it correctly. Because right now it's a mess. It's a hot mess. So now you can slide these in here. Again, put some sticky tack in them. They'll hold. Slide these in here. Slide this one in here. There you go. Now you've got metalhead running out there with his missiles not firing. But we're going to have to do a lot of work on this guy. I mean, there's a lot to be done here. Number one, we've got to do something about how flimsy this stuff is right here. Number two, we're going to have to do something about this tubing. I'm going to have to get a different set of tubing, or definitely just glue it into there. So that's a lot of work. Yeah, it's just, I'm just not happy with what Hasbro did with this. But what I wanted to show you guys is that, I know this is one of the biggest complaints, is the missile sets. And there you go. You can get those missile sets in there to look like that, but only if you pick them up off a third-party seller. And I also wanted to show you this guy, missiles galore. So you know what? I didn't rate him on a scale of 1 to 5, like I usually rate my figures. This guy here, he's maybe like a 3.5. He's okay. He's got some good points, but he's got some serious flaws in him too. Just the missiles don't go in. He's always falling over. This stuff is super loose. Just, you know, and they didn't give you just a lot of problems. There's a lot of, and these weapons, these things, boop, boop. Look at this, ridiculous. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I really liked what I did here with this guy. I like that I was able to find a solution for this as well, because it brings, you know, it brings a smile to my face to have a figure that I had as a kid. So there you go. Hope everybody enjoyed watching this. Let's continue to reach to 2,000. I've got another shipment in from Gridiron for the next phase of the upgrades on it. We're going to do that in the next few, you know, as soon as I get it, we're probably going to do a review on that. I'm excited to do that. Let's have some fun. Let's, you know, let's put smiles on our faces. Let's get out of the doldrums of our regular everyday lives and, you know, get away from it for a little bit. Enjoy yourself. Have some fun. Get away from it. Guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe if I've entertained, amused you, or maybe informed you. Let me help you fill those gaps in your G.I. Joe collection by getting to 2,000. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. As always, as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep rolling this out.